10:30.
And they always listen by and large, and we come to this because they know danger. It is frightening. I was a mother growing up with little kids there. When you have 7 feet of snow pushing against your front door, you can't open it, and the power's out. That is about as scary as it gets.
Oh. Did you see your babies?
Order like things.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Papa. Hey, Papa, Alex made the copy, so cut it by half. It's good. I'm just saying. Boy, this is beautiful.
Did you use this morning?
No, I've got one somewhere. It's okay. Yeah. It's like when you go, you,
Oh, is it coffee cups or is this? Oh, okay. Can't never can remember that. Oh, it's okay, I'm not looking for one of those. What are these over here?
I have a lot of we have a little sugar. And we have it.
Oh, you have more sugar there.
Well, then why am I doing, what is this? Why am I doing cheese then? Oh, is that mozzarella? That's already on the other board? Okay, then I'll be mozzarella. Oh, we have an olive spoon for that somewhere. I'm not
I
trying to
couldn't
find it the other night.
It was in the wash.
And we got deviled eggs. One of them. Oh, but yeah, there actually is one, like.
Hi, Cindy.
Good morning. You. So you can put crackers on your line. I'll put the sauce right here by it. Oh. Would you have me in soft or on that couch under the mermaid?
Couch under the mermaid.
See, David, I'm not crazy.
What about the stockings? Did we put stuff in our stockings now?
No, we don't. You don't need olives. You're a kid.
Let's put your.
You never did. You know I'm martini version. Yeah, $130.
Put it in our living room. How that?
Today, Alex Kimmerly said $30. What does that mean?
What is the pig still in them?
I put the stuff in.
I think it's a lot.
Oh.
Because you so want that baby. They called, they're coming. Okay, cool. Here's the double egg stuff.
You know, that's cool.
So that you will. Or just leave it on that board. I was thinking she was gonna do that.
Oh, well, why was it in my grill?
I don't know, there, I don't know, somebody, you know. Good morning, T.
Why are you-
somewhere. Here? Which ones? Which ones? I'm not sure. I think you don't like that, right? It's all right. Can you cover your jammies here?
I don't know. I don't
I don't
think
think
so.
so.
I think y'all will. I didn't think y'all were wearing them here. Oh, yay. Morning.
Good morning.
How you doing? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you all. Yeah. I got a little bit of the uniform. It looks like it's good.
I had that, I was gonna do the hot sponge yet, but I decided. it was good. So outside in that laundry room is some paper towels on top. You grab them and rest. Asia, will you come take out the trash, please? I'm putting myself. Oh, where you going?
I got to turn the computer on down there so I get a better signal. Well, it's gonna be on in 30 minutes. Whoa. Where's left?
Recording in progress.
You know you're in good hands, good hearts. $279. Everyone, if you turn in your hymnal to song number 279, Angels We Have Heard on High. And let's stand. Angels we have. Woo, well done, Jude. Thank you very much. Well done, everyone. And welcome to Unity Baton Rouge. We are so glad to see all these faces of God that have come in to our Zoom audience, our Facebook Live audience. Welcome to you too. We are so glad that you are here for this very special service. You know, the only body Christ has on earth now is yours. That's Saint Teresa. So we say yes, yes, we accept Christ in us, the hope of glory, and we celebrate Jesus's birth today with a special candle lighting, acknowledging all the 12 powers that are in us that our co-founder Charles Fillmore felt took us to that I am in us, the Christ. And so I want to thank everyone who has agreed to do a candle lighting to say a part. You're going to turn at a certain point of the service, much later, to page 526 in your hymnal, where all of the 12 power readings are on page 526, and the congregation will say the responsive reading to that. But I know what you all want to do now is sing another carol. So Jude, please lead us again.
Number 280, right? Joy to the World?
Yes, number 280, Joy
Right,
to the
we're gonna do
World.
the first and last verse.
And let's stand again.
Neither CD works, so I will be trying to play again. I don't know what the problem is. All right. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive a King. With every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
You want to warm them up?
He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations rule. The glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love.
Good morning, everyone. Merry Christmas. It's great to see you.
All this food. It's all my fault. All the food is all my fault, for sure.
So today's affirmation is, with joy, I welcome Christmas.
But nobody's going home.
Far from home, Luke's gospel story tells us Mary and Joseph welcomed a child with only a stable filled with animals as a
That's
birthplace
Cindy right there. You and you
and a
one.
feeding trough
We'll share
for the
one.
cattle.
That's good.
This story reminds me that no state of consciousness is too humble. No station in life is too lowly. And there is no fear that cannot give way to wonder. Wherever it finds a willing, welcome heart, the Christ will be born. No matter how I am celebrating Christmas, I will carry this awareness with me.
Hey, they're doing a good job. They're actually switching
Today,
on
I
their-
feel the dawning of promise
They're doing a good job.
and potential in me
Yeah, they switched to that.
as I feel
Today,
the
you
Christ's
used to-
presence within me afresh
Had a white child in the
and new. This is the greatest gift I could ever receive
What is all that?
and the best gift I have to give.
You about to have
And
a
from Luke,
wild
chapter 2, verse 7. And she gave birth to her firstborn son, and wrapped him in bands of cloth, and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the inn. Amen.
Let us bless each other with outstretched arms. Let's all affirm together. We love you. We bless you. We behold the Christ in you. Who you are makes a difference in our lives. We light the Christ candle, representing the indwelling presence. Let's all affirm our statement of being. There is only one presence, one power, and one intelligence, active as the universe and as our life. God, the good omnipotence.
Love and wisdom, faith and power, they are mine, yes, they are mine. Strength and order, will and judgment, all are mine, I let them shine. Life and zeal, imagination, they are mine, yes, they are mine. Understanding and forgiveness, all are mine, I let them shine. To the Christ I now surrender, all my faculties divine. Christ now guides them to fulfillment, so to let my true light shine.
A fan of a man with a plan to help us understand how sacred we are, the divinity within humanity. That's what Jesus was all about. You remember the old Hindu legend that speaks of when we were all gods, all humans were gods. And then the chief god Brahma saw that we were abusing our divinity. So he thought, I know, I'll hide it from them. But he didn't know quite where to hide it. So he called a council of the gods. And he said, where shall we hide humankind's divinity? And one of the lesser gods said, I know, put it way deep down under the earth. And Brahma said, no, they'll dig, they'll find it. Another god said, I know, let's ocean floor and put it on the ocean. Brahma said, no, they'll die. Third of the lesser gods said, I know, put it on the highest mountain. Brahma said, no, they'll climb. No, the other one said, we'll put it on the moon. Brahma said, no, they will fly to the moon. So he just counseled and he called them back together. He said, I know, we'll put it deep inside of them. They'll never think to look there. But one man did. Jesus was all about our same nature. He kept it simple. In his Hebrew Bible, first Genesis, God said, let there be light. And there was light, and God saw that it was good. Jesus said, you are the light. You are that light of God here on earth. God expression. That's who you are. Now, I was raised on the bookends of Jesus' life. The nativity and the crucifixion. And there is truth here. History and heart story. Today we celebrate the heart story. Certain progressive Christians, Episcopal Bishop John Shelby Spong, the late John Shelby Spong, who felt that it was disrespectful to Jesus, to this great man that is a historical person that lived and walked this earth. And he said to see this nativity, the Blessed Virgin, the three wise men, literally was a disservice because great men earn their greatness like Jesus did. But this liturgical story goes beyond factual truth. It is the truth that makes our hearts sing. When we think of this nativity of representing the love of Joseph, representing the wisdom in every man and woman, birth to the cross, that's which says yes to spirit. So there's a poem about a tombstone. The tombstone, how it has a year and a year, birth and death, the bookends. There's a poem about the dash. And the dash is what you do with your life. And what Jesus did with his dash was to bring this message of the divine in you, as you, through you. And he lives on in that message. So I thought it appropriate today to share some of his teachings as we go through the ceremony of lighting our 12 powers. These candles represent the disciples, who each represent a power within us, latent, until we call upon it and express it. So as we light the Christ candles, I want to share some of those teachings. And you'll find on page 526 of your hymnals, the responses. Once one of the dear ones comes up and lights a candle and says the reader part, then you will all share the response aloud. So I first want to invite Angela up. And the teaching that Jesus said on this power was, your faith has made you well. He said that to lepers, to blind men, to the woman that was bleeding for years and years. Not me, not my faith, but your faith has made you well. And he called upon spirit, or Abba, the Aramaic word for Papa. I believe he was saying that which is in your very DNA, like your father is. Angela, would you like the candle? Thank you, Angela. And Angela is going to be the candle holder. I asked that, so for our Zoom audience, I asked the people that are reading to come to the microphone and read from the microphone, and then Angela will hand you the candle and you can light your candle. I would next like to call up Chris Myers. Jesus's message was carried even by his persecutors. Paul, in Corinthians, writes, we are afflicted in every way, but not crushed, perplexed, but not forsaken, struck down, but not destroyed. And why? Well, the previous verse gives us the reason. We have this treasure, and this is 2 Corinthians 4, verse 7. This treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellence of the power may be of God and not of us. We are more than flesh and bones. Thank you, Chris, for reading.
I light this candle for Andrew, who represents strength.
And all together, Nehemiah, the joy of the Lord is my strength. We say yes to that, and I invite Janet up to light the next candle. Jesus wasn't easy on us, was he? He called to that God potential in each one of us, almost as if saying, hey, talk is cheap. He says in Matthew 7, verse 24, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man whose house is built on a rock.
I light this candle for James, son of Zebedee, who represents judgment and wisdom.
And all together, thank you, Janet. And I invite Richard up. Remember Jesus' 3 commandments when asked which was the greatest one.
I light this candle for John, who represents divine love.
Love in a way that makes no sense to sense consciousness. All together, yeah, even perhaps the toughest job, love yourself. Love the Lord, your indwelling God. Love your neighbor. Love yourself. It's not a sin to love yourself. Even when you make mistakes, can you love yourself? Can we affirm together, I love myself unconditionally together? I love myself unconditionally like God loves. That is our task. And I would like to invite Mel to tell you a story when I found unity. See, I had finished my education. I had a career, good career, had a loving husband and a beautiful daughter. And yet I looking for that which was outside of myself to fill that God hole. I had the gift of despair, the G-O-D of despair. And as long as I kept looking for it outside myself, I know I never would have found it. But unity interpreted things like the only way to the Father is through the Son. The only way your divinity is through your humanity. So where I was absorbed with negative feelings about myself, didn't think much of myself, I was all I could think about. And I heard about this indwelling, the responsibility that we have to say yes, yes, to this infinite good that lives in us as we live in that infinite good. And Melanie, would you?
I light this candle for Philip, who represents spiritual power.
And all other? It teaches us that there is power in our thoughts and in our words. Sort of like a train, and we can watch it go by the station and not get on if it's negative. But if we get on that train of, We're going there. Train of positive thoughts. That's what our affirmations are about. When that goes by, let us get on that and keep earning these powers within us, this Christ nature within us. The world needs each and every one of us recognizing that within our Matthew 12, verse 37. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. And who does the condemning? Ourselves, to ourselves. If we get on that negative thought train, we condemn ourselves over and over. We need to let go of that. And I would like to invite David up to light the next candle.
I light this candle for Bartholomew, who represents imagination.
And all together. Thank you, David. Yeah, it is said that we are the image and likeness of God. Genesis. Let us make them in our image and likeness. Let your image, God, be infinite. Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge because knowledge is limited. Imagination is infinite. Jesus said, every hair on your head is numbered by the God that loves you. Now that's imagination, right? Every hair. Who would have thought of that? Every hair on your head is numbered. You are so much more important than sparrows. That chapter and verse. Image and likeness. Your imagination is of God. What do you like? That likeness. Remember what Emma Lady said? The desire of your heart is God knocking at the door of your consciousness, seeking to be expressed by you. And I invite Lisa up to light the candle, the next candle. Jesus understood Thomas.
Candle for Thomas, who is standing.
And together. Jesus understood. He didn't condemn Thomas. He said, put your hand in my wound. He was understanding. And he took a stand that he would not back off of. No matter what, he gave his life for this stand of the divinity in you and I. And I want to ask Guy to share a song about a stand.
Rosa opens the door. Her friends are there to rail at her, but she thinks that her stand against segregation is what really matters. While school buses have been canceled, her rides are the answer. She won't back down, so she tells her friends, no, I won't stand idly by. No, I won't stand idly by, but I'll jump into the fray and not carry them away. Up his knee, carry patrols Indians on fire erupts from the tree. His platoon's attacked by the Viet Cong, leaving safe face machine guns. He rescued it one by one, and as he dies, this is what he says. No, I won't stand idly by. No, I won't stand idly by. But I'll jump into the fray, and I'll carry them away. When I see pain in the world, it's so easy just to turn my head away. How can I do that? So when it's time to be counted, I'll stand up for what I believe in. 'Cause some things are more important than my happiness. And I won't stand idly by. No, I won't stand idly by, but I'll jump into the fray, and I'll carry them away.
Thank you, Guy. And I want to invite Femi up to light the next candle. Jesus said, "Take this crucifying cup from me," in the Garden of Gethsemane. "But if it be thy will, for my stand, the stand that I am taking, the sacredness of humanity, if it be thy will, then thy will be done." Femi?
I like this candle for Matthew, who represents freedom.
And together, thank you, Femi. And Jesus called on that indwelling divine to forgive. Air is human, to forgive divine. He said, "They know not what they do. Forgive them." And I want to invite Keith Thibodeau up to light the next candle. Jesus told Pilate when he was being interrogated, and Pilate said, "Don't you get it? I have the power to order your crucifixion." And Jesus said, "The only power you have here comes from a higher authority than you." He saw divine order in all of it. And Keith, you would.
I like this candle for James, son of Alphaeus, who represents divine order.
And together, Maybe he realized that that needed to happen, that crucifixion, in order for us to remember where our divinity is, in order to defeat the god Brahma, who will hide it where they never find it. Let us find it. I invite Denise up to light the next candle. 93 of age, our co-founder, Charles Fillmore, said, I fairly sizzle with. Thank you, Denise.
I light this candle for Simon, the Canaanite who represents
Zeal, fruit for a healthy future. And all together, thank you, Denise. Thank you all. Galatians says that the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, kindness, patience, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. The fruits of the Spirit. Those are the fruits of this day, this time, when we get closer to all of that, even in spite of ourselves, in spite of all the commercialism, all the fol-de-rol, this Christmas time speaks to our hearts. And I invite Catherine Thibodeau up to light the next candle. Sometimes it just gotta laugh. And I think hippo up there. Laugh, great release. Catherine?
I light this candle for Thaddeus, who represents renunciation, release, and elimination.
It's hard to laugh and be negative at the same time, don't you think? And all together, we renounce anything that no longer serves us. Jesus said that he came that we might have life and have it abundant. I invite Darlene up to give us the reading for this next candle and to light the candle.
I light this candle for Judas, who represents generative life.
And all together, thank you all. So let us affirm these powers within us. And they lead us to so much more power than just the individual listing. There is so much in between and beyond this. And it is said that if there were no Christmas, we would invent Christmas. We would invent this time of evergreen representing the eternal life of Jesus and of God, and the toys that represent our joy, and the lights and giving that Christmas is about. So I want to invite Guy up to perform one more song, remembering if we didn't have Christmas, we would invent it. And we do. Again today, we invent this birth of the Christ in us. And if you know the words or you are reminded of them, you can sing along.
All out the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stocking, I may be rushing, but deck the halls again now. For we need Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. It hasn't snowed a single flurry, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry. So climb down the chimney, put up the brightest string of lights I've ever seen. Slice up the fruitcake. It's time we hung some tinsel on that evergreen bough. For I've grown a little leaner, grown a little colder, grown a little sadder, grown a little older, and I need a little angel sitting on my shoulder. We need a little Christmas now. For I've grown a little leaner, grown a little older, grown a little sadder, grown a little older, and I need a little angel sitting on my shoulder. We need a little Christmas now. We need a little Christmas now. We need a little Christmas now. We need a little Christmas now.
Thank you, Guy. So let us continue to claim the Christ in us. Today and in all our days, let's not grow colder. Let's let this warmth and joy of Christmas keep us warm and joyful with family, with friends. Let us take this message, this commandment, love, into the world. Follow the man with the plan. Help others understand. There's a saying about a man that asked someone, a visitor to a church said, "So when does the service start?" And the man that had been there, the member said, "As soon as the building." So let us remember to take this message that Christmas brings to us, where we release that imprisoned splendor. Let us take that message into this world. And the Christ in me thanks the Christ in you. Namaste.
As we prepare our offering, let us all affirm together, please. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am and have, all that I give and receive. Thank you, God.
Hymn number 283. I usually take this one slower than normal so we get the meaning of the hymn. Is this the offertory song? People can come up or not?
Yes.
Love came down at Christmas, love all lovely, love divine. Love was born at Christmas, star and angels gave a sign. Love shall be our token, love be yours, and love be mine. Love to God and all men, love for thee and gift divine.
Let us all bless our offering as we see it going out to support our mission. All together, please. Unity of Baton Rouge is a diverse, growing, thriving, healing community of wisdom, love, support, and service.
All right. Do we have any children in the house? I think we do.
Yeah, we do.
So as we call out our children, maybe Denise, if you could see if they hear us and can come out. Sometimes we need to jingle the bell over there by the. And I'm going to start our announcements while we get the children lined up. Come in. So, socks on the Christmas tree. You might have noticed they'll be delivered soon. There's still time to donate if you'd like to. If you don't have a chance to shop for socks, then you can make your or a donation payable to the Grove. And Denise Thibodeau has been kind enough to facilitate our Christmas giving this year, our socks. So come on, children.
We are walking as the love, as the light, as the light. We are walking as the light, as the light of God.
Good morning, afternoon. We're on skip to lesson 59 and it's a long. All right, so I'm gonna just start. God's answer is some form of peace. Is healed. Be replaced with all prisons' doors open, and all is understood as merely a mistake.
The power we chose of the ability to attract unity and desire.
We skipped to that lesson because it coincides with Christmas, and that message was just perfect for today. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Okay, two more announcements. Hey, Eden, you want to go over to your mom and grandparents? Very good. Okay, our Zoom class on Jesus's teachings continues every Wednesday night, including this Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Talk to me for more information if you'd like that. The Zoom link to that goes out on Wednesdays. And Reverend Edween's prayer group is next Sunday at 10 a.m. She is speaking and praying on goal setting, how to set and achieve your goals. It's in the bulletin, more information on that. And chronic healing will be offered after service next Sunday. And with that, let us stand, join hands if you like, and sing our peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. We're a family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin. Let this moment now, with every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. Make each moment peace eternal. Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me. Light of God, the love of God holds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over wherever God is, and all is well.